Jumbo fellow adventurers, Mike Dooley here for another spiritual tune-up. Happy Thursday. It's beautiful in Florida. The sun is shining. I hope it's beautiful where you are, no matter what the weather is. Where are you? I love your comments below. Tell me where you are. Every post, every share, every wave, every star helps get these tune-ups spread farther and farther by the algorithms. So thank you, not only for your questions below, but for any kind of engagement that you offer, especially sharing with your friends. All right, so today's question is a lot of fun. I've touched on it in the past, 11 months now. I've been doing these every single weekday. Ghosts. Woo, isn't that fun? Oh, they are fun. It's a great question. Mike, what are ghosts? Specifically, are they lost souls, as some people say? Are they spirits clinging on to their physical existence? What does it mean to see them or to feel them? Lots of connotations stemming from a lot of guessing in these primitive jungles of time and space where we now find ourselves. Consider also we have been steeped in religion. Most religions have been created by men, and I mean in the masculine form, who had agendas to scare the dickens out of you, to gain power over you, and we went along hook, line, and sinker. So, thinking we live in a scary world where God is angry and people are sent to hell, oh my God, you can imagine the folklore and the ideas and the misconceptions pertaining to apparitions and ghosts. So, I've got a number of talking points here for you, including a suggestion as to how to interpret your experience with said creatures. First of all, asking, are there ghosts, which is not quite the question, but it's something that we all have wondered at one point or another, is hugely oversimplifying what's really going on here. It's like asking, is there such a thing as reincarnation? Well, reincarnation is defined by a timeline. Past lives, present life, future lives. Time is an illusion. It's not a yes or no question. Does reincarnation exist? It does not exist the way we think it does on a linear timeline. But yes, it's absolutely true that we are eternal beings and we come back many times. There you go, back is a time reference. Many times to experience many things. So are there ghosts? It's not a yes or no question, but yes is far more appropriate than no. Most commonly, ghosts, in my deep heart and logic and reason, most commonly are, just as depicted in the movies, like the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore. Oh my gosh, that was so spot on. Those entities, those souls, those people who have passed on, yet they cling because they're terrified. They don't want to go to hell. They meet what they think about, and if they've been thinking about a life that's going to be judged, nobody wants to go there. So they're clinging to the life they just had while being drawn to the light that's before them, a light that is all love, all knowing, all forgiving, but they don't know that. And so they're kind of in a purgatory. So that is the most common type of apparition that shows up. Let's talk about why they show up in just a little bit. Secondly, there's another type of ghost or apparition, and that is of our own creation. Seth, dictated by the late Jane Roberts, talks about the fact that we are fully capable and often do create apparitions to learn from. And the apparition to our physical senses can look as real as waking life, as real as somebody passing you on the street with a smile. Remember, the nature of the universe we live in and the nature of this very world is just pure love. So there is nothing to fear. And could there be a ghost stuck in fear that would scare you? It could be, but that's partly your creation. So right now, let's just first talk about the types of ghosts or apparitions. One is the person who's afraid to let go of the life they just had and won't move forward, and so they're clinging to life, and they may have some power to move a chair or do silly little things like that. But they can only do silly little things, and you only witness it if you're believing that it's possible. You have nothing to fear. Then the other one is your own apparitions. Another one, visitors, angels, aliens, out of body, loved ones that have passed on, friends, not just from this lifetime, but from other existences, other lifetimes, maybe the future, maybe the past, checking in on you. And we may or may not dress them up. We may or may not see them as a wisp of light. We may or may not allow them to show up in the form they choose. There's a million factors here. So those are three different types of what we might simplify in terms of that was a ghost. Are there others? Undoubtedly. I can't even probably get my mind all the way around it. But here are some really critical considerations. A ghost, no matter the type, could never, ever hurt you. Never do anything to impede your free will, to change the focus of your thoughts. They're not malevolent to begin with. They are lost, but in a world of love. They may not know that. They may act irrationally. Maybe they keep walking along the rafters upstairs because they are stuck. They can never, ever hurt you, nor deflect your thoughts from becoming the things and events of your life. You're a sole creator. Your happiness is solely your creation, your unhappiness as well. And ghosts, few and far between, have zero power to interfere with your life. Now, if you want to believe in black magic, and if you, which there's no such thing, if you want to believe in evil ghosts, well, then you're going to create a situation, thoughts become things, where you might feel vulnerable, when you might feel scared, where you might feel like they're doing something to you. But always, for anything to show up in your experience, whether it's dollar bills, a best friend, or an apparition, it's something that you not only believed in, but that you drew into your life. And the best way to stop drawing stuff like that into your life is to understand the nature of reality. It's all happening inside the mind and the heart of God in a universe that is held together literally by love. So there's nothing to be afraid of. And when you understand, the fear goes away. And when the fear goes away, you stop playing those silly games with yourself. Like, did I just see a ghost? Is somebody trying to haunt me? Are they going to, do something bad to my family? It's impossible. Let's see here. They don't haunt. They don't stalk. Okay. And then the last major point, don't overinterpret a ghost. If you see a ghost, there's something that you can gain from the experience. Okay, there's meaning in your allowing it. There's meaning in your attracting it. You don't have to know how or why you allowed it or you attract it, but there's meaning there. What does it make possible for you? How do you now see the world? What is moving through your soul and your spirit and your feelings and your heart? Ask those questions. Once you find the answer, the healing begins, if you will, the clarity arrives, and you probably don't need to play those silly games with ghosts anymore. Don't overinterpret. Yes, everything has meaning. Everything is important. Everything is part of the great order of the cosmos. But that doesn't mean, it's this vitally important thing that you must understand and unravel, otherwise be tormented forevermore. You don't even have to understand that stuff. Just understand that you're here by choice in a world that you create by the thoughts, words, and actions you choose, and all those other weird little things that are distractions and sometimes scary, they recede into the back of your mind and they take their proper order, and you're like, oh, yeah, I saw a ghost once. I saw an alien. I did that. I went over here. It's nothing compared to the magnificence of the opportunity we all have now to live the life of our dreams, surrounded by friends, loved and in love. All right. Some people are more psychic than others. I thought I would throw that out there. Some people are more inclined to see them. But you can just say, I don't want to see you anymore. Go away. Peace out. All right. Tomorrow, the devil. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. I think it would make a good extension. Again, you got nothing to worry about. That silly jokester is powerless to interfere in your life. Thanks for the great questions down below on Facebook or Instagram. That's where I get my talking points every single day. And right now, as I've been telling you every day, we have just opened up the doors to my Infinite Possibilities membership. Try it out, kick the tires. If you don't like it, in 7 days, you get a full refund. We now have variable pricing. You choose the price you pay. You can choose as little as $15 a month. That's less than 50 cents a day. Every Tuesday, a mini manifesting workshop. 5,000 brothers and sisters will join you. Talk about community. The fourth Tuesday of every month, we do a Zoom session and you get broken out into groups. If you're up for that, you don't have to do that. There's Mike Dooley Radio, Notes from the Universe on the weekend. Camaraderie, joy, a rock of truth. I will steep you in truth like you were a tea bag, and truth will set you free and light you on fire with joy. Okay, I can't wait for tomorrow, Friday. We're going to talk about the devil, talk about hell, we'll talk about evil, and we'll give you total understanding of your power in this beautiful place where there is no boogeyman, no boogie woman, nothing to ever fear. You are loved and adored. All right, Kath. Thanks for joining us. Kathy as well, Missy, Linda, Jennifer on Facebook, on Instagram. We have Christopher, Jamie, X3 Sarah, Animal Reiki Lady is back in the house. All right, everybody, let's make some sunshine. See ya mañana. Hasta la pronto.